How to create amazing armor stand animations easily. Hello everybody and welcome to OMGcraft. I'm your host, OMG Chad. At the end of last week's video on how to pose armor stands, I asked if you wanted to see them animated, and you guys do. So here we are with an amazing tool to animate armor stands inside of Minecraft. Do you guys remember Mr. Garretto, who made the amazing destructive worms map? We did a video on it, so you should go check that out. Well, he has made a tool inside of a browser, inside of your browser, and it's not like an extra program or anything you have to download, which is actually really cool, for you to animate armor stands. So let's check it out.
So here we are on this site. The first thing that you're going to want to do is create a project. So we could name this anything. OMG Chad is what on the name mine. So we have OMG Chad here. You just click in it to open it up. Now to start, you're going to add a thing that you're going to manipulate. So an armor stand is what I'm going to add here. And then whenever you can highlight all the different objects of the armor stand. If you click it, then this little inspector changes. The window will change. By the way, you can drag this whole space around. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's quite easy. If you use your right click, you can kind of shift the perspective. So that's pretty neat. So first, let's change some stuff with the armor stand. Just kind of show that off. You got your rotation of the entire armor stand. You have the position of the entire armor stand. And I think I accidentally put that into the ground there. And so I think here we go. Let's bring that back up. You could also grab any of these toggles, these green, red, and blue sort of things. This is normally known in 3D creation as your X, Y, and Z coordinates. So just change that down there. So now he's resting back on the ground. We can grab his arm if we wanted to, and instead of rotating everything about him, which is this section up here, we could rotate just the arm with these sliders over here. We could do all that. So let's actually put that back to 0, and let's point his leg out here just a bit. There we go. He's kind of make him a little bit more of a, there you go. Like he's kind of a wide stance there. You can also add things to the entire armor stand with armor stand options. So you could add things to his head slot, chest, legs, feet. You could also toggle whether he's invisible in this or small, which is kind of cool. No base or base, show arms or not show arms. So if we say take that out, oops, I don't think I had him selected. Options to take off the arms. There you go. Make them look small. There you go. Now you can see all this invulnerable, invisible, no base. The base doesn't render. All of that sort of stuff. You can also go in here with the head slot and let's say stone 5. Now let's actually get into animation. That's what this is all about. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the animations tab down here. And how this works is there's a whole bunch of different keyframes. Normally when people animate, they animate in keyframes, and each keyframe is a frame or a tick in time. You can give yourself more keyframes. Here you go, by clicking the animations settings. So right now you're at 20. That's ticks in 1 second. Now that's about a second because there's about 20 ticks on a server in a second. So if we want to give ourselves more time, let's say 3 seconds, you could add 60, and then it'll actually tell you you're about at 3 seconds. You can turn on loops and all of that stuff. So let's start off. We have a keyframe. That's what that little yellow triangle is right there. Starting off, we're gonna move forward. I'm gonna make this guy wave. Okay, so first he's going to raise his arm. So he's going to raise his arm up. And in the same movement, in the same animation, so it's going to animate from down here all the way up here, I'm going to have his arm kind of come out just a little bit, just like this. And then once it's up there, we're going to move forward a few frames, and he is going to wave this way. Okay. And then he's going to go back and wave back this way. Then he's going to wave back this way. And then he's going to put his arm down, which we're going to just reset all of these to 0. 0 and 0. There we go. So that is what my simple animation is going to be. He's going to raise his arm, wave it a few times, and put it down. So we can actually drag in between our keyframes to see what's going on. Now, your first impression may be that this should have animated all the in-between bits. Well, in maybe nowadays in advanced rendering stuff, it would do that. But that's called interpolation, where you're interpolating the difference between this keyframe and this keyframe. And it's kind of like old Flash, if you ever worked with that. Now, before we move on, we should do our last tweaking. I can kind of notice that this keyframe's a little bit off. So I'd have to delete it or move it or something like that. But notice that right now, this is a good time to fix anything before we do add our interpolation. The reason is if you select this keyframe and drag over to this keyframe, click, whoops, come on, we got it. There we go. You can see that this red area is highlighted, and then we can add interpolation. If you click that, it will add all the other keyframes in between. Now, this will not render until, I think, until we export it. So we're going to grab all the different little areas in between here, add the interpolation. I don't need to add any interpolation after this because this is all just his arm is down, or we're waiting for the loop to restart. So this should all be done, and now we can generate what we have made. So let's go ahead and click generate, and you can see all the different little stats. And right here, this is the command that you are going to copy and put into a command block. So let's go ahead and get that. So here we are inside of Minecraft. It's quite simple. After you give yourself a command block, slap it down, put in the entire code that was given to you by the website, and you can also click always active, and then boop, it will create your animation. This is what your animation is here in command blocks. And now we grab this spawn squid, which this could be any egg that you want it to be. You can change that on the settings on the website, but you click, and there he is. This was our animation that we added into the game, which is really cool. You can see it really up close and personal. You can see his little arm, how it animates. We did all this. This is stuff we did. It's pretty cool. Wouldn't you imagine? Now, you know what? I'm noticing one thing is my my head, the stone head, did not transfer. I may have done that incorrectly. But you can see that if you give this guy some armor and even maybe a player head, which you can do, you can change all that NBT data. This would be something cool to put onto a server, kind of to greet people. What a neat little thing. And then you can put a whole bunch around, which is kind of cool. You get lots of them. They're all waving. It's kind of creepy, actually. And you can also, remember, animate distance. So if you wanted these guys to walk or something like that, you have the entire distance of the canvas when we're on the website. So there are our animations inside of Minecraft. This is creepy.
This tool is so great, not only because of the cool animations, but most of you don't know what it took before this tool existed. You had to make a scoreboard that had every, it was just, oh my God, it was insane. So really, really, really glad that this is a tool that anyone can use and anyone can jump right into it. And I haven't seen I really haven't seen anything like this before, so it is super duper cool. Big thanks to Mr. Garretto for making this. You are on a roll with the amazing Minecraft creations. If you create any animation and want to show it to me, make sure you hit me up on Twitter. OMGcraft Show is the user, at OMGcraft Show is how you send stuff in the little at symbol. I sound like an old person explaining it to you. I am sorry. Now, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/OMGcraft for more. And comment down below and leave a like or a dislike. Let me know your thoughts on the video. And I'll see you next time on OMGcraft. Bye!